meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch, a general reading for all signs. For today, the 23rd of February, 2023, moderating today over on YouTube is the lovely... Moderating today over on YouTube is the lovely Suzanne, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Diane. Thank you so much, Suzanne and Diane, and thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading for all signs. For today, the 23rd of February, 2023, I am today reading with Le Tarot Noir, and let's purify with my homemade eau de cologne. This is a 300-year-old formula. You can find out information about both of these things in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs for today, February the 23rd, 2023, going out to everybody, whether you're watching live with me now or on a restream. So it does go out to a lot of people. If it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard it. It may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And you can find restreams for all of those readings on my website at ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free tarot reading tab in the menu. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can't do that, Ariel. I have this in my brain. We don't have super stickers or super chats yet available on this channel. We have some hurdles we still have to cross. One of which is that we need 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so now. And remember to hit that notification bell. And while you're at it, please like this video. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow our channel. And you can watch our videos on Twitch without any ads by subscribing to us there. We do have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. We sell all kinds of beautiful merchandise, including tarot decks, and we do make a small commission off of each and every sale. We appreciate your support, but mostly we just appreciate that you're here today for this general reading for all signs for February 23rd, 2023. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time just for good measure. Well, maybe two more times, because I can't riffle shuffle these, so I always want to make sure that they're really well mixed. This should do it. Let's get to it, Mrs. Pruitt. See what's going on here. Oops. Clean cut, Ariel, please. There we go. See what's in the cards for everybody today. These are nice big cards. We've got the Pope card. We've got the Magician or Juggler card, and then we've got our lovely Ten of Swords. All right, so it's telling you how to avoid something today. Remind yourself today, first of all, that the future is not cast in stone, and you can have it any way you want it. But the way a lot of people seem oriented, you know, if you're walking in a certain direction, I can predict that you're going to get somewhere if you don't change course. So I can predict you're going to have an unhappy outcome today if you don't change course. And the course that you want to change is not trying to make people approve of you, not trying to get approval from people that you think are better than you or more important than you or smarter than you. More popular than you, whatever it is, your boss, your family, your friends, your whatever. You have, when you do that, what you're telling the universe is, I'm not as good as they are, so I have to change how bad I am. Well, it's not even I have to change how bad I am. I have to disguise how bad I am and make them believe that I'm good enough. All of that is bunk. All of that is absolute garbage. There's nothing wrong with you. You do not have to pretend to be anything other than you are. If you have character flaws and character defects, join the club. Yours are not anything special, I promise. We all have them, and there's nothing you need to be ashamed of. You do not need to carry guilt, and you definitely do not need to paste up a personality over yourself to try to be accepted by whoever these people are in your mind. That's what's going to cause you problems today. So you can completely, if you're heading toward a brick wall and you say, I'm going to either put on the brakes or I'm going to turn and avoid that brick wall, guess what? No hitting the brick wall. Here's the brick wall. So you don't have to go there. And the way that you can avoid that brick wall is by accepting yourself as who you are and not trying to do things to gain approval from anybody. Not believing that they have more than you do or that they're more important than you are or any of that nonsense, no matter what kind of evidence you think you have to support that belief. Right? You do not need to be dishonest with yourself or other people. And if you have been dishonest in the past, be kind to yourself about it. You were doing that because you didn't know any other way to get your needs met. You can be forgiven for that. Everybody's been dishonest before, right? So you don't have to perpetuate that. You don't have to continue in that. You can be kind and loving to yourself. Think of how you treat a nice, cute, sweet little puppy. They're not always perfect. They chew up your favorite shoes. They pee all over your rug. They do all kinds of horrible things, right? But that doesn't mean that you hit them. It doesn't mean that you torture them. It doesn't mean that you put them in some kind of a cage and lock them up and never let them come out. So if you're going to be as kind to a puppy as you probably are, why can't you be that kind to yourself? Sorry, I just threw cards everywhere. Why can't you be that kind to yourself? Today's the day. Don't look to these people or these institutions or this power, these people that you think are powerful or smart or whatever. Don't look to them for validation, and don't look to them so that you can feel like you're okay, that you feel like you're good enough. Your value doesn't come from them. Your value comes from infinite intelligence, and it's already established. And there's nothing you can do about it, by the way. There's nothing you can do to diminish your value, but you can sure close your eyes to it. And when you do that, this is what you get. So today is the day to say, we're not doing that. We've been at this. We've seen this movie before. We know how it ends. Stop remaking the movie. You know how they remake movies again and again and again? It's like, for one thing, they're never as good as the original. And for another thing, it's like, we've seen this. How many times do we need to see A Star Is Born, right? Or whatever it is. So you don't need this movie anymore. Enough with the remake. You can get off of this treadmill today. And it's, you know what I forgot to do is let me just shuffle this one more time and cut, because I did have a little card accident on the floor, and I want to make sure that they are truly, truly mixed. We don't want 78 card pickup today. All right, here we go. Now, so you've been impatient with yourself, many of you, based on other people's opinion of you, based on an unrealistic standard that you've been setting for yourself. Unrealistic. Trying to be something that you're never supposed to be. You're perfect the way you are. Do you know that you're perfect the way you are? And I'm not just saying that to make you feel better. It's a statement of fact. You are perfect the way you are. Your behavior might be messed up, but you know why? Because you don't think you're perfect the way you are. You think there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Once you realize there's nothing wrong with you, the behavior is going to stop reflecting that. So that's how you handle the behavior. Not by trying to be something you're not, but by accepting yourself. And then your behavior takes care of itself, okay? Look at this, beautiful. You are so amazing. Look at this, King of Coins. You've come so far. You're doing so well. People should be looking to you for inspiration, not you looking to them. Look at how far you've come. And you discount that? You're impatient with yourself even though you've done all this and you've come this far? You know, that's a type of self-abuse where it's never good enough. You know what that's like when somebody treats you like it's never good enough, That's what you're doing. Stop this. Stop this victimization to yourself, victimizing yourself. Look at that. Now for many of you, it looks like maybe you're being victimized by people, and you could be, but don't, even if you are, that's still no reason for you to think poorly about yourself. It's still, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this treatment, and I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody treats you as poorly as you treat yourself. Nobody says the worst things about you or to you than you say to yourself about yourself. Where did you pick that up? Where did you learn how to do that? That's that's what this is all about. Where did you learn how to be so mean to yourself? And see, this juggler is so sly and so cunning. That's the ego mind being sly and cunning. That you can say, oh no, I'm not mean to myself. I'm super nice to myself, while you're seething inside. This King of Coins is the truth. This is how, and this didn't come out of a can. You didn't come out of a can. You've worked your rear end off to get where you are today. And you've done well in spite of all this nonsense that you tell yourself. That's a miracle. You're a miracle. That's what you are. So remind yourself of that today. I am a miracle. I've beaten all the odds. I am still here. I'm still standing. I'm still breathing, and I don't need to defend myself to anybody. I don't have to justify myself to anybody. I don't have to make excuses about anything, good, bad, or indifferent, about my past, my present, or any of it, to anybody for any reason. I refuse to hit a brick wall. I refuse to do that just so that they can be right about me, or so that I can be right about myself. Because I realize I'm opening my eyes to the fact that I've come a long, long way. And I am somebody. I'm somebody. You're somebody. Nobody is like you. So stop trying to be something that you're not, because you're ripping all of us off when you do that. Nobody gets to benefit. And see, if you shine your light the way you're created to shine your light, if you're just who you are, the whole world is healed because of you. But you start hiding your light under a bushel, so to speak, and pretending like you're something that you're not, or feeling bad about who you are, or putting other people on a pedestal, or thinking that you deserve punishment because you feel so guilty all the time. If you do that, we all lose. All of us lose. Even people that you've never met before, they lose because you've withheld the light from the world. That's how powerful you are. So don't even, of course, do it for yourself, but do it for all of us. Do it for everybody today. To accept yourself the way you are. I am perfect the way I was created. Now, if God is a word that's not a scary word for you, you can say, God created me perfectly. God created me perfectly. I'm safe and protected by the love of the universe. And it's safe for me to be myself because I didn't create myself. So I'm not going to sully the name of the power that created me by pretending that what they did was not good enough. Right? You're not just good enough. You're supremely good. You're not just good enough. You're supremely good. You're outrageously good. And now is the time to be audacious about your goodness. F them. In a good way, F the ego. Nobody out there knows what you're supposed to be doing more than you and infinite intelligence. So let's not second guess ourselves anymore. Let's not put ourselves down anymore today. Let's not bow down to these powers that be and think that they know more than we do, or that we're not as good as they are. Let's be aware of the fact that we've come so far and that we have something of value to contribute to this world right now the way we are, without any more fixing, without any more work, right? And we're going to get off that tree. We're going to put our foot down and we're going to say no. We're going to say no when we mean no, and yes when we mean yes. And we're not going to hit brick walls today. We're going to say no to that, and we're going to avoid them. We're going to see them when they're coming, and we're going to turn. Why? Because we're worth it. And we don't have to justify ourselves. We don't have to defend ourselves. We don't have to make excuses for ourselves. No more of that. You're doing great. Today's a great day for you to have that vindication, that independence, and just let go of all of your need for the approval from these people that don't matter. Again, it's not that that people don't matter, but their approval does not matter one bit. Not one bit. The only approval that matters is infinite intelligence. And you know what? Infinite intelligence is highly pleased with you right now. You don't have to do anything to get that approval. It's already there. So feed on that. Let that be your guide today. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for another great, wonderful reading. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators today. We had Suzanne and Diane, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.